So look, we made it, making a Tootsie Roll. This one didn't work, not working out as good. Somebody wrote a comment, it was really good. They're like, a nurse who knows all about hygiene and needs hygiene, and a lawyer trying to use tools. Now that's entertainment. I love to watch all the sailing channels. There's not a sailing channel that I don't like, but I like the ones that show like all the like fixing hard work stuff just to, you know, go down the bay. I got a comment. Some guy said, "Are you headed this way towards the Philippines?" I was like, "I'd love to. I can't even get out of the slip." I'll focus on just getting the boat out of the slip. The reason I'm filming this is because when I said it looked like a Tootsie Roll, it made Amy crack up. She likes absurd jokes. If you want to make Amy laugh, she likes absurdity. Okay. Monty Python, right? You like Monty Python? Yes. And Brian Regan. All right, back to work.
Okay, because our boat surveyor said that we had copper fuel lines, our insurance company said copper fuel lines are no good, so we have to replace it with A1 fuel lines, which is a type of rubber hose. I guess the surveyor's report is kind of like a tattletale. The tattletale told the insurance company about copper tubing, so now we have to replace it. All right, I guess I'll give that a try. So this is the existing setup. As you can see, it's copper and it's kind of got a weird, tubing here, which is not rated, not at least in the USA. So it seems like it would be simple, right? Just take it off and put a new one in. But here's the catch. The attachment points have to do with having the right bushing and the nipple and the right connection. It looks easy, right? Okay, so I have the tube off, and now this is a fuel pump. It's a mechanical fuel pump, and you have to pump it, and it takes forever to get any fuel moving through it. This is a water separator, and I'm also going to disconnect the copper tubing from it. All right, so here's the copper that is being replaced. This is a bushing we have to replace. This, I think it's a 1/4 inch bushing, and then we have to find a nipple that goes in the back of the hose. You'll see when I get that. Let's go to the hardware store and get some A1 rated fuel line. So one thing about sailboats is that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the copper tubing was fine. The engine ran fine. The fuel delivery system has not been a problem. And the British know what they're doing, and if it's good enough for England, why ain't it good enough for the USA? And so I have to change out something that's not even broken just to satisfy the insurance company. That sucks. Okay, take a deep breath. Don't get upset. Just think about why you love boats and the water and sailing in the first place. Don't let government bureaucracy, government overreach, ruin your day. Just enjoy nature and work on the boat. I think I just need to see Amy's pretty face. Okay, let's do our little check-in with our community. Anyway, we just want to say that the Untie the Lines contest, guess when we're leaving. No one guessed it, but we are leaving, and so now that no one guessed it, we are going to tell you. Ready? Drum roll, please. You got a drum roll? We are leaving in 30 days. Yes, we are leaving the first Saturday morning of December, weather permitting, and we recognize it is late to head south. We're obviously not going north. We're going south. And really, when you want to head south, it's better to go probably, middle of October, or even October 1st. But December is pretty late, so we're going to have to get the long underwear out. Do we have long underwear? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. And we need boots and scarves and woolen stuff, because we're going to be outside in the weather. It can be nasty. So, yeah, we're leaving. We're heading south. Now, what to do next? Well, I have a lot of stuff I have to do because I got to make it a little more livable now that we're going to live on it. And there are some things that
basic things.
things that you guys are all aware of. We still have not solved the bathroom problem. We're working on it, that's for sure. Your comments have been really helpful, so keep sending those comments. And outfitting our galley so we can cook. We do have a George Foreman grill.
So we're making our first dinner on our new little George Foreman grill. Vinny loves tuna melt sandwiches, so he did his magic and created tuna melts that he's got here on the grilling.
I've been making tuna melts, which is what you make on a George Foreman grill. We could make hamburgers too, you know, but anyway, we're working on the galley and outfitting that. But the big thing, since we're both going to be working full-time out of our boat, is a Wi-Fi / mobile broadband setup. Lots of stuff to do, and what else do we want to say?
I want to say thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. We really appreciate you. And in particular, I want to say thank you to Ronald and Daniel. Thank you so much. Your support is making this possible. It encourages us and is making this our dreams come true. So thank you for being on this journey with us. All right, so this is the fuel filter we have to figure out. Okay, so we're going to remove the fuel filter, and we're set up with catching some of the fuel here, some of the fuel here, but we really don't know how much is actually going to come out once we take the filter off. So, but we're prepared, and Vin did stuff on the other side of the engine. I'm doing some stuff on this side of the engine because we have to tag team to get this stuff done. You know, once moving forward, I have to know everything he's doing, and he's got to know everything that I'm doing, because we're a team, and so we have to know everything that we're both doing. We got to both know the engine. We got to both know how to navigate. We got to both know how to handle all the sails and rigging. So this is just such a great opportunity. We've been learning together, doing everything together. So he's on that side doing parts, and I'm on this side doing parts. So it's working out great. All right, back to here. Let's see if we can get this fuel filter changed.
Do you need a stronger turn?
It's more about this. See, this is pushing, you know, it's like anything. There's something in the way. Is this piece here.
I wonder if that comes off. Is there any screws? Yeah, let's
they
unscrew them.
unscrew
Yeah, that's what we gotta do. So we have 3 fuel filters to choose from. This is a Fram filter that is new that I bought based on the matching of the original fuel filters. This one came with the boat. It looks like it's a British fuel filter, and this one also may have, I forget where this one came from. So I think this one is the one that we're going to go with.
So we've got that O-ring is on, this ring is on, that ring is on.
All right, that was an amazing job. Good job, Amy. First time ever. Good morning, everybody. Beautiful day out today.
Good morning.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day. Amy and I are going to sit and have our coffee and talk about the things we have to do today. What do we have to do today?
We have to get everything that's on that insurance list photographed so that this packet can go into them and we can be cleared as a port risk and be able to navigate.
Yes, and we
can do that.
We can do that. So I got 30 days. Our priorities have changed now because we want to get out of here before the weather turns too cold. We're heading south to get out of the colder climes, and we're going to work on the boat as we go. It's going to be a cold trip down, but we are not putting this boat on the hard, and we are not going to winterize this boat. We're heading south. We're leaving. So we'll be doing a lot of motoring first, and we've got some issues with our mast and our roller furler that we are saving up our money to fix, and hopefully we'll be able to get that fixed real soon.
I would just like to personally say thank you again to everybody that writes in comments, and that's been part of our learning journey. We're educating ourselves, and your comments are part of that education. Sometimes they're entertaining, we love it. Even if you make a snide remark, it's actually still funny. We still laugh because we probably agree with you. I also want to just say thank you to our Patreon supporters too. I know we've thanked you before, but it's an ongoing thank you. It's so encouraging. It's making this possible. If you'd like to join us on this journey as a Patreon supporter, now would be a great time to do it. And I really appreciate it. I know Ben does too.
All right, so let's go bleed the engine for the first time ever. Ready?
Ready.
Let's try it.
Okay, now that we've got the fuel filter back on, the new one, now it's time to bleed the engine. So now my teammate's gonna bleed the engine here.
Okay, well, we've all heard about those sailors that are out on the sea and the engine breaks down, and so they have to bleed the engine. And I always wondered, what the heck is that? What does that mean, bleeding the engine? Well, that just means that when there's air in the fuel line, you have to get the air out so that the engine will start up again. Now, on this old diesel engine, this little thing is a little mechanical pump. And how much power do you think this little mechanical pump is actually pulling? Not much. So they all say you should get a little electric pump. Many say you should also put this little pump bulb in the fuel line. The goal is to keep pumping until air comes out of 3 or 4 different points in the fuel line, and then the diesel engine is flowing. So now, as far as our time, there's a little air bubble there. Did you see that? Well, we were able to bleed the fuel line up to a certain point, but then it stopped. So we're just trying to figure it out. This is the first time we've ever done it,